Masking for Jesus by E.J. Parker. My theory of masking for Jesus suggests that the early church took a historically misunderstood, neurodivergent man and reformatted his life to fit the spiritual expectations of the first century world. To his followers, Jesus' hyperlexia and scriptural mastery, the ability of a craftsman from a backwater town called Nazareth to outmaneuver Jerusalem's elite through a special interest focused on the Torah, were impossible to categorize without modern psychology. Instead of recognizing a unique cognitive profile capable of recalling the vast oral traditions with precision, they interpreted his deep pattern recognition as divine prophecy, and his frequent withdrawals to lonely places as holy solitude, rather than the necessary recovery from social burnout and sensory overload. In this framework, the Sermon on the Mount acts as a matrix of truth, reflecting a bottom-up processing style that prioritizes logical consistencies and systemic fairness over social hierarchies. His special interests in the downtrodden and his radical table fellowship with outcasts suggest a form of social blindness that functioned as a strength. He did not ignore social stigmas so much as he was wired to see past them to the fundamental truth of the person. His violent reaction in the temple becomes an intense response to the violation of sacred rules and social inconsistency, a hallmark of a mind that cannot reconcile moral absolutes with human hypocrisy. The resurrection then serves as the ultimate literary mask, a way to retroactively justify his perceived superpowers by granting him a supernatural victory over the mortal end he actually suffered. This interpretation views the forsaken cry on the cross as the dramatic shattering of that mental model, where the sensory nightmare of crucifixion forced a collision with reality. In that moment, the masking fell away to reveal a man realizing that his unique mind was ultimately housed in a fragile, mortal body. This shifts the low Christology of scholarship into the neuro-Christology, where Jesus was not a man becoming aware of divine calling, but a man with a truly unique, unfiltered mind that a world devoid of neurodivergent understanding had to turn into a God to explain. Ultimately, whether one views Jesus Christ as divine or purely mortal, his teachings still hold true. The matrix of ethics he established, centered on empathy, justice, and the inherent value of the marginalized, possesses a logical integrity that transcends the nature of his biological or spiritual origin. If his mind was indeed wired to perceive a deeper moral reality than those around him, the truth of that vision remains a profound blueprint for humanity, independent of the miracles later attributed to him.